Hello everyone. Today we're going to have parallel lines cut by transversal, and this is the fourth part. I will put the link of the third part up here and the link of the first and second part in the description box below. So we have here two parallel lines. It is cut by transversal line. These are the stuff that we need to remember. First, C and F are alternate interior and they are congruent. Then D and E are alternate interior and they are congruent. A and H are alternate exterior and they are congruent. B and G are alternate exterior and they are congruent. E and A are corresponding and they are congruent. B and F are corresponding and they are congruent. C and G are corresponding and they are congruent. H and D are corresponding and they are congruent. C and E are same side interior and their sum is 180. D and F are same side interior and they are supplementary, meaning their sum is 180. Now let's have a few more examples here. We are supposed to solve for x. So we start with the first one by naming it. So we have this angle over here and there's another angle over here. So looking at this problem here, this is an example of an alternate exterior angle. So this is alternate exterior. Alternate exterior angle are congruent. So then we can go ahead and equal them to each other. So this would be 15 x minus 35 equals 10x plus 30. From here, we are going to subtract 10x from both sides. So minus 10x and minus 10x over there. So we are left with 5x minus 35 equals 30. So then we are going to add 35 to both sides and plus 35 here. So this is going to come out 5x is equal to 65. And then we divide 5 from both sides, divided by 5, and divide this by 5. So then we are left with x is equal to 13. So the x is 13. At this time, I would like you to plug the value of x to each of these and figure out if these answers are the same. Okay, so let's check if these two angles will have the same value. So 15, so we have right here 15 times 13 is 195 minus 35 is 160. Did you get 160 degrees? Good. And then we have 13 times 10 is 130. 130 plus 30 is 160. Did you get 160 on this? Good. So you see both of them are equal since they are congruent. At this time, I encourage you to please pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so the name that we have for this is corresponding. Did you get corresponding? Good. Now, if they are corresponding, this means that these two are congruent. So we equal them to each other. So we go ahead and say 5x minus 14 is equal to 3x plus 26. So I subtract 3x from both sides. So minus 3x and minus 3x. So I am left with 2x minus 14 equals 26. Then what are we going to do is we add 14 to both sides. So plus 14 and plus 14 over here. So we are left with 2x is equal to 40. And so we divide both sides by 2. Divide this by 2 here. So we are left with x is equal to 20. Did you get 20? Good. Now let's plug it into the expressions that we have here to see if these two are equal. I'll give you time to do that. Okay, so let's go over this. So first, all we need to do is to plug in the x, which is 20. So 5 times 20 is 100. 100 minus 14 is 86. So this angle right here is 86 degrees. And then 3 times 20 is 60. 60 plus 26 is 86. So both of them are congruent since they are corresponding. So again, we got the 13 here and we got the 20 for x on this. Good. Now let's try the next one right here. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try these two problems out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so we go over this. The first one that we have here, this is an alternate interior angle. So this is an example of an alternate interior angle. Did you get the same answer as this? Alternate interior? Good. Perfect. Since this is alternate interior, we are supposed to equal them to each other. So I go ahead and write 10x minus 20 equals 7x plus 25. And so from here, I will subtract 7x from both sides. Minus 7x and minus 7x. So we are left with 3x minus 20 equals 25. So then I'm going to add 20 from both sides. So plus 20 and plus 20 over here. So then I get 3x is equal to 45. And so I divide 3 from both sides. Divide 3 and divide this by 3. So I'm left with x is equal to 15. Did you get 15? Good. Perfect. Now our task is to plug it back into the equation to see if these two are equal each other. So 10 times 15 is 150 minus 20 is 130. So this angle right here is 130. And so this one right here, we plug in the 15. So 7 times 15 is 105. 105 plus 25 is 130. So that's 130 degrees. Did you get 130 for these angles? Good. Perfect. Now let's move on to the last one right here. So these two angles that we have here. So these two angles are actually same side interior. So this is same side interior. Did you get same side interior as your answer? Good. Perfect. Now we will solve for x. Remember, same side interior. We add these two up, equal it to 180 since these two are supplementary angles. So we can go ahead and add them up. So that's 3x minus 5 plus x plus 25 equals 180. So then from here, we combine like terms. So we got 3x plus x is 4x. So I write 4x over here. And then negative 5 plus 25 is a plus 20. So we're adding the constants. So this should come out plus 20. And then that is equal to 180. So that's 180 right here. So then from here, we subtract 20 from both sides minus 20 here. So we are left with 4x is equal to 160. And we divide both sides by 4. Divide this by 4. So both of them divided by 4. So we can cross this out. So we're left with x is equal to 40. Okay, so the x is 40. And this makes sense because if we plug the 40 back into the expressions that we have here. So 40 plus 25 is 65. So this corner right here is 65 degrees. And then 3 times 40 is 120. 120 minus 5 is 115. So this is 115. Now if we add 65 and 115, their sum is 180 since same side interior angles are supplementary. Their sum is 180. Did you get the same answers as this? Good. Perfect. If you find this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!